Against us. God damn it. John Collins, you better get a motherfucking rebound. Oh, hey, what's going on, people? What is going on? As you already know, this is Tuesday. You are now tuning in to the 6-man combo. Let's get it. Shut up, man.
Everybody despises the villain, but never take accountability for creating the villain.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me do it right. There you go. Feel a whole lot better. What's going on, people? What is going on, man? You are now tuning in to the 6-man combo. I am your host, the 6-man K5. And we joined in today by the usual suspects. Hey. To my stage left, it is the Mad One. He's not the twos, but the Mad One. Mad, my sports. And look who we got joining us today. Y'all know him and y'all love him. AFN's Big Ant, a.k.a. the nose tackle. As you already know, we gonna call him the Minister of Defense today. Yeah. Red and white. Try that. But what's going on, fellas? How are we doing this evening?
Wonderful. I'm great.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into those 3 special words that we always like to use. What, gentlemen? The real call. And as you already know, your real roll calls. We gonna kick it off with the members. The members get the first shouts out. Like I said, if y'all won't buy a pack of Newports, you might as well go ahead and subscribe here. Smoking is bad for you. Says no one ever. But y'all know what we talking about. But today's shouts out, we're gonna give it to Mr. Adamsfield, Cordarrelle Patterson, and we got Mr. Andrew G in the building. These are our members in today's show. Like I said, get the first shout out. Hey, let's do it. Now let's get to the rest of the roll call. As we always say, Joseph Horton, William Amy, Pat Norris, Red Swarm, Sherman Wood, Jerry Bowie, and my people Sonia. She says she on her lunch break. I don't know she works the Braves game, so she's getting that work today. But appreciate you joining in with us. We got Devon in the building. It's been a while, but I already know doing the damn thing. D. Coleman, ATL Leo, Mac Town 30, Jake Diaz, D from Jones, that's another day one right there. Eric Mac, JB, Use K, that's another day one. YMOF Jamal, Hey. Do you smell it? Do y'all smell it? I smell a conversation coming up.
I smell.
I smell combo. Let's go ahead and get the DJ decide to be on his job today. So, all right. So, as we already know, the main topic news of tonight is the Jeff Okudah trade to the Atlanta Falcons. But before we kick that off, I also want to make a shine light to you, and I want to get y'all takes on this. As first topic of the night is Cordarrelle Hodges will be back. They will retain his services for a new 1-year deal. As a lot of folks know, this is one of the major one of the special teams guys that was on this team last year. He was one of the deep threats. Came up with some important catches early on. Like I said, kind of tailed off a little bit at the end, but like you said, just the threat of his speed. Like I said, it played a good part. Feel like we should have seen more, but I want to get y'all takes on this, man. Like I said, the floor is open. Whoever want to start, man. How y'all feel about the Falcons retaining Cordarrelle Hodges?
I mean, I like it. He brings that speed on the outside, and then also, he's damn good on practice. I mean, on special teams.
Okay.
And then that pretty much solidifies that OZ is gone. I think so.
You think so?
I think so because they would have they would have did something by now, but don't know.
You right about that. Damn, boy, you right about that. Like I said, all this talk that we have been seeing as far as this free agency, that's one of the names we haven't really heard anything about is OZ as well as Rashawn Evans. But like I said, it could be one of those things where it may be post draft. We don't know.
True.
But man, the mad one. What's your take on this re-signing?
Oh, you asking me? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Um. I got a brain right now. Cordarrelle Hodge. I'll say this. We always talk about those small, intricate details of football that normally people don't focus on. They don't focus on until it's too damn late, until it actually happens. Especially in those close games, these big games against rivalries, when every team was the Saints, the Bucks, the Panthers, they all know each other. Um, the things like tackle as the team taking that tackle, as we all like to say, in those situations. Guys like Felipe Franks, Cordarrelle Haas, these are the guys that play oftentimes on special teams. The big time plays need to be made, and Cordarrelle Haas 7 or 8 special pieces on that special teams as far as tackling is concerned, packing the NFL. Um, he's a guy that can make a big time clutch catch in he can get deep. He can definitely get deep, but money will run short, intermediate routes, and then run after the catch. That's what he's good at. But the Falcons are bringing him back because they need a guy that they can count on special teams. So Cordarrelle Haas, OZ, sorry, OZ, but we have enough returners, and I think that's why that decision was the bring back OZ. You got Mac Hollins. I hope I said damn name right. But you got Mac Hollins there. He's a bigger receiver. He can do the exact same thing. He can play special teams. He can block and do a smaller OZ was okay at, but Mac Hollins is very good at those those um those small intricate details of football, the blocking, inside out, break tackle on third down when you need to be a little bit more physical with the DBs and the defense. So those are the aspects that Cordarrelle brings, as well as Mac Hollins brings, versus what a guy like OZ. OZ is a valuable piece, but he's only a valuable piece on one side of football. The Falcons looking for players that have that can do a multitude of things. The multiplicity player.
Yeah. I definitely agree on that. I feel like OZ can contribute to special teams. I just think he is like when you think of a guy like Mac Hollins, and like you said, bringing him in, he has a little extra oomph as far as that. Then you have to remember, you still got Frank Darby there, you still got Avery Williams there, so it's kind of like that odd man out thing. Now, like I said, we also have to remember, like I said, OZ is technically not one of their guys, so maybe that's a key part in it as well. We don't know. But as y'all saw the show we did last week, as far as some of the prospect visits and the list that I had, there was a lot of wide receivers on that list. There's a possibility they may be looking for a wide receiver replacement, and OZ just so happens to be the one that got put on the chopping block. But if that's it, but like I said, if that's the case, like I said, man, hey, we appreciate OZ for what he's done down here, because hell, he crazy as hell these last 2 years. Well, last year he damn sure was kind of a bright spot outside of Kyle Pitts and CP. But I thought I want to just put that out there right quick. Let's see, get a few of these comments in. Let's get some of these comments in. Like Devon here said, I like Hodges, bring them back. Deep threat, good signing for the Falcons. Let's see. Red Swarm said he's a solid wide receiver for what they got right now. And I think I might. Oh, here's a question right here. Hold on. Here's a question. Pat North said, would you bring back Deion Jones? I don't think they do. They already owe him money. They already owe him about 12, 13 for this year. He's on their dead cap budget. So I don't think they'll bring him back. But it led to a very interesting proposition that we just came up with before the show started. But I want to get into that a little bit later. Now, let's go ahead and get into what everybody wants to hear us talk about. Mr. Jeff Okudah is ATL bound. If the people haven't heard that the Atlanta Falcons traded the 5th round pick they got from Jacksonville to Detroit for Jeff Okudah. Now, a lot of folks don't know Okudah, AJ Terrell literally was drafted in the same year. I remember Okudah was one of the guys everybody kind of preferred as far as the corner when that draft came around. Just came full circle that he ended up here. Not there, here with the Atlanta Falcons. We'll go ahead and get y'all takes on that, man. Mike, you want to go and kick us off? I know you got a couple videos on it. Like I said, man, you can give people a little taste of what you think about this move.
I like this move by the Atlanta Falcons. I hate to be the I like to be the bearer of bad news. Y'all can just give up all Christian Gonzalez talk. I think this is about 70%. Assured that the Falcons more than likely will not even have an opportunity to draft him because of Detroit being, I think they at the 6th pick. So the Falcons won't have an opportunity to even get Christian Gonzalez. So now the Falcons have not only Casey Hayward, who I'll kind of get to that at some point. They have Jeff Okudah. They have Christian Gonzalez, Mike Hughes. You have Darren Hall, who a lot of people continue to forget about. He's still on the roster. You have D. Alford, AJ Terrell. They absolutely loaded that corner right now. So I don't think the Falcons have any more money to give as far as that's concerned. Then they have till May 5th, I believe, if Detroit hasn't already. I didn't read that they declined his 5th-year option, so they have to May 1st to decide whether or not they're going to get decline or pick up that 5th-year option. So it could be a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, depending on what the Falcons want to do with that if they haven't already made a decision on that. But yeah, I don't see the Falcons drafting Christian Gonzalez.
I mean, yeah, like you said, essentially what it is, it's a 1-year potential 5th-year option type of deal, man, like you said. And I think you made a point about it before where this draft is kind of going to be dependent on what they do as far as that 5th-year option. Because, like I said, if they decide to pick it up, now you essentially have a potential CB2 for a couple years, and then even with that 5th-year option, it's going to cost you about $11 million, which at that standpoint in time is not going to be expensive, especially for what we've seen what they can do as far as, playing around trying to build this team right. Now, I know the major concern with him is the injuries and the inconsistencies. That's essentially why they brought in a guy like a Jerry Gray to essentially help him reach his potential, just like every other DB we got on this roster. I'm not necessarily looking for him to be the shutdown corner number 2. But what you're going to essentially be looking for is he's going to be that physical corner on the other side. Like I said, because really that's really what his game is the physicality side of it. I wouldn't necessarily call it a tone setter, but he ain't scared to hit some damn body.
Not even close.
Right.
And I know him and Mike Hughes came from that Detroit. I know the Detroit defense wasn't the greatest defense, but the one thing that those two kind of bring to this Falcons game is that they're very good against the run. One of the major areas the Falcons struggled in last year? Defending against the run.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, what you got? What you got, Ed?
Man, we've struggled against the run for years. Not just 1 or 2 years. Not 3, 4. No, years, especially at that corner position.
Right.
And we finally have players that's not afraid to put their body on the line for the team.
Exactly.
That's what it's going to take. But we got to have players that, that's thinking about the team, not just about me.
So what you're saying is essentially what he can be is what they're looking for is guys that can set up other guys to make plays. Kind of sound like a basketball game that's kind of playing right now, but we can talk about that a little bit later too. I see what you did there. Yeah. Like you said, the physicality. That they definitely needed another physical presence in that secondary. But question would be is what do you think that does as far as the draft? Like, what direction do you think that this move tells that they could possibly go?
Look, let me kill this bullshit right here, right quick.
Is this about Bijan Robinson?
Yes, please do.
Because I don't want to be looking at this shit the whole show. Just let me kill this shit right. Let me kill this shit right here.
Please.
Hold on, let me give you the drum roll.
George Washington called George Washington. Okay, they're gonna go.
What? They up by 20, bro.
like we gotta kill this. All right. This is the first thing. He's not no fucking generational talent. Okay? He's not a generational talent. I've seen all year Jahmyr Gibbs do the exact same shit, okay, that he's done. Jahmyr Gibbs just doesn't have the size. So let's kill this bullshit about him, Bijan Robinson being a generational talent, because if he was, he would be like Ricky. He would be like Ricky Williams. He would be like O.J. Simpson, Marcus Allen, all these guys in college. So stop with the bullshit talking about he's a generational talent, because Bijan Robinson is not a generational talent. I hate to tell y'all this, but he's not. He's not a generational talent, because if he was, he'd be right there with Saquon Barkley being drafted in the top 3. So he's not a generational talent. He's a big-ass boy who runs fast for long touchdowns. So let's start with a generational talent. Right? We're going to kill that mess right now. As far as the Atlanta Falcons is concerned, I told you guys to listen to join the Mad Mike membership, join the 6-man K-Styles membership, because we'll be dropping some gems as far as our predictions. So if you want our predictions, this is where you're gonna get them. We ain't giving this shit out here. We're not giving none of our predictions free. You're gonna have to pay. We're gonna look stupid. We're gonna do it for $1.99. Okay, that's all it costs. $1.99. Smoke a blunt a month. That's all we asking for. A blunt a damn month. All right. So what?
Look, a
Go ahead.
I said a blunt and a pack of Newports. That's all it costs you a month.
God damn.
Go ahead, Mike.
That's it. That's all. That's all. A month. Okay. A whole
long
month.
or short.
Right?
It's
But Bijan Robinson is not a generational talent. It's like stop, people. I know you like him. I like him too. I really do like Bijan Robinson. But all this generation, we gotta stop using these terms that you don't even know how to run a touchdown. You say he's generational talent. He's not. If he was, he would be in the top 10. They ain't even looking at him in the top 10 to be drafted. Right? So let's stop with that bullshit. This right here too. The Falcons already got 20 goddamn running backs in the backfield, and one of them play wide receiver. So what the hell we need with Bijan Robinson at 8? The Falcons would have trade down, pick up more picks, and furthermore, the Falcons are about $10 million. All right, they're about $10 million. I'm sorry, I'm long case style, but I got to
do you think?
The Falcons are around $10 million in salary cap right now. They can't even afford to draft a guy that high, which leads me to K-Styles' question. What do you see the Falcons going with the first round pick? Right now, with pretty much every position outside of linebacker pretty much loaded, I just see him trading back. I don't think we can afford a first round a guy in the first 10 picks, to be honest. I don't think we can afford. So I expect them to trade down. Or trade away a lot of their picks in order to be able to afford those guys. One of the two. Sorry, Kid. Sorry about that.
No. You good. Like you said, this is kind of what that Okudah move did, was because now it kind of X's out a certain position that may have been kind of like a popular need for the Falcons as far as the fan base is concerned. But yeah, like kind of what Mike going on the Bijan Robinson thing. My only thing is, if you have a guy that's already on the team that has earned his opportunity for snaps in a Tyler Algier, like I said, you picking a Bijan Robinson at 8, you can kill Tyler Algier goodbye.
Kill it. Yep.
Because I'm not drafting a running back 8th overall to get him 10 carries a game. Ain't no way in hell that makes sense.
No,
that don't make sense at all. I'm not splitting carries with Tyler Algier with a running back I drafted in the top 10. Give that.
Come on. Make that make sense.
And you know what? People gotta realize we still got somebody on the practice squad that we haven't even played yet.
I mean, even if they do draft a running back, like I said, with the $10 million they got now, they're going to, like, as it stands right now, they're going to need about 8. Really, what do you say, about 9 to 11 million for the draft class? So I would expect some more cuts coming here soon, but they're going to, like you said, I just had that feeling they may play it safe and trade back as well. Like, I know we talk about this top 8 pick. Let's be honest with you, Falcons don't want to pick at this spot. That's why they throwing up so many damn smoke
They don't.
signals. You thought this was a Call of Duty match. Right now, they throwing up so much smoke.
I am back.
That's all they doing. But I noticed a couple people been saying something here in the chat. I noticed Mike said it, and I noticed Ant said it. Let me ask y'all. Let me ask everybody a question here. Let me ask everybody a question. Out of all these moves in the offseason right now, do you feel like the Falcons have hit a lot of the positions that were in need? Am I correct?
More than likely, yeah.
Indeed.
What's the one position we have not heard them speak on anything, on any move of nothing?
Let's see what you got. Let's see where you going. Inside linebacker.
Hold on, let me get this super chat here. Red Swarm with the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you tuning in with it, man. He said, I can't accept your correlation of Gen talent talk, but do not underestimate Arthur Smith's love for game-changer running back Derrick Henry and his offense. The whole thing about Derrick Henry wasn't a first-round pick. Derrick Henry was on his way out of Tennessee because they thought he was too soft.
That wasn't even his pick. That wasn't even his pick. That wasn't even his guy.
We appreciate the $9.99 though. But then when Derrick Henry went down, who was running for 100 yards for Tennessee at that time when Derrick Henry went out those few games? Who is now a Carolina Panther? Who is now a Carolina Panther? 2021, it was Deontay Foreman. And who was last year? It was somebody else last year. But hold on,
I forget.
we appreciate that,
but y'all gotta understand his Arthur Smith's strength is offensive line and running game. It's not running back. He's not a running back coach. He's a running game coordinator. Start at tight end, offensive lineman. Obviously, he's an offensive lineman at heart, but that offensive lineman is really a specialty. So his running is his specialty is running game. Right? It's about the running game. Then he shifts to tight end. Then he shifts to the running backs. His system creates the running backs. That's why he doesn't need a big time player. Now, if you watch the Mad Mike membership, you remember the Mad Mike membership. The only way I say that the Falcons will draft Bijan Robinson is he's comfortable with the defense. If you're comfortable with the defense, you can take a chance with the guy. But the chance with that comes with that is that you have to financially commit to Bijan Robinson. And every year, when a running back goes for more than 1,000 yards, guess what? The pay goes up on top of it. So if he have a 1,500 year, let's just say Bijan Robinson had 1,500 yards in one career. Well, you better believe the next season, even as a rookie, he's going to be making 10 million plus. Because it's based on one, what every other top running back is making, on top of what the rookie scale is.
Yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, we don't damn know what the hell we gonna do. So that's why we having these conversations about what's possibility. But I've noticed a few people say that the only position that they haven't really addressed or said anything about was middle linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, I'm about to say, in y'all's eyes, Matt, Mike, and in your eyes, is that a position that could possibly be something to pay attention to?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
In the draft? I was like, boy, he pulled out some homework back there. Like, wait a minute, I got my notes right here.
Always.
Because,
I forgot what the damn question was.
of course, your ass done forgot what the damn question was. I said, middle linebacker, is that a possibility in the draft? Is that a possibility? Mm-hmm.
All right. My bad. I'm sorry.
Right. So is that because what a lot of people talk about middle linebackers as far as who are the top middle linebackers in this draft. Essentially, you got Jack Campbell, you got Drew Sanders, who's kind of like that hybrid.
Yeah.
Calvin Pace, not Cal, Yvonne Pace Jr. I was about to say Calvin Pace. I was just finished playing like Madden 04 and I remember Calvin Pace. So I was just like, yeah,
I remember Calvin Pace.
You got Dorian Williams. You got these linebackers that's out here.
Yep.
Because essentially what you're going to be looking for is could they be looking for somebody that could be better in coverage? Is Rashaan Evans a guy worthy of bringing back after the draft?
I believe so. The thing is too with this pick, it has to be somebody who's going to be able to get snaps. I don't survive the draft and waste a pick, and that's why I take Bijan Robinson completely off the list as far as being drafted that high. It doesn't make sense. You go on saying like Tyler Algier, he rushed for 1,000. We know what he can do, and then it's like the next year because we drafted a running back, you're gonna essentially bench him for Bijan Robinson. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Then you go to the wide receiver position, you getting Kyle Pitts back, you got Jono and you got Drake. Obviously, there's room for a wide receiver or a tight end. Then you look at the offensive line. Well, there's a spot there at left guard, and taking a guy like Paris Johnson, you got a couple of tackles that you can kind of convert to left guard. I can see that happening, taking a Paris Johnson Jr. at that with that 8th pick. I can see it. It won't be popular, but I can see it. It makes sense because he's going to need snaps. And then you go to the defense side of the ball. I think every position outside of pretty much inside Grady Jarrett, Onyemata, and you have Calais Campbell, Ebiketie, and a host of other guys that are outside. So there is an opening there. You always want to be deep on the defensive. I think the most logical way to go at this point in time, and that's probably not going to sit well with a lot of people, safety or offensive lineman. I think that's the most logical I think that's the most logical way to go when you look at where the significant playing time is going. I don't think you draft a guy that high. It's you kind of said it. You don't draft a guy that high for him to not play. That just don't make any sense.
Right. Like you said, it essentially what we also could play into account as well is Ryan Nelson. One of the first things he said he came out here was he talked to Troy Anderson. Like you said, maybe he's gonna give him that opportunity to play that Mike role. If they don't bring back a Rashawn Evans, because like you said, you bringing in a guy like Caden Ellis, who essentially plays just like Troy Anderson, but with a little more experience.
Yep.
It really would not make sense to draft a linebacker at all. Who the hell we know? We just followers of the Falcons. We ain't GMs. And shout out to Dre Murphy for the $5 super chat. He said, well, the way free agency is setting up, the Falcons can't
stop talking because obviously they're not. I can't just stop talking because y'all motherfuckers hear what the fuck I want to hear at this point. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm gonna just sit back and not talk no more for the rest of the show. Cause y'all ain't listening to a damn thing. We literally just told me, K-Style, and literally everybody got that question. We appreciate the $5. I'm sorry, K.
We appreciate it. We appreciate the $5, but I can't. I'm sorry.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all go hit that like button, boy. We got 110 people in here and 33 likes. Well, we can't do that.
That's it.
Hey, let's go ahead and get them things up, man. I'm gonna go give y'all a little intermission break so y'all can go ahead and hit that like button. So let me go ahead and put a little music on here, man. I wish Noah was. I wish Noah was here because I would like to irritate him with this intermission music right quick. Everybody don't know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Star, you ain't gonna answer the question. You ain't gonna answer that question.
What?
You ain't gonna answer Dre Harrison's question.
What about Bijan? Nigga, we done already said it.
Yeah,
I see what you're doing there, Mike.
I see what you're doing, Mike.
He's begging you to answer it. Answer the question.
I ain't even see the damn question. You took the shit off before I got a chance to even get it.
I didn't do nothing.
Look, he didn't ask no question. He just said they can't go wrong with drafting Bijan Robinson. He was making a statement, but the question. He said, as long as quarterback is not the pick.
Look,
Like I said, hey, look, like I said, at this point,
Dre Harrison, K-Style, he ignoring you, so don't blame me for it. It's K-Style.
Man, look, do not be trying to set no bullshit up with that. I know what you're doing, Mike. Don't try to put me down for your transgressions. Oh, look, Ultra Shout talking about, oh, hell no, not that song. Yeah, if anybody don't remember the professor, the day 3 of the draft last year, that's the worst. That's one of the worst days to do it by your damn self. And this song literally played for about 4 hours straight. And Noah's been having PTSD about this joint ever since. I like that song. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get the check. Let's go ahead and check it one more time. Let's check it one more time. All right, we good now. We good now. All right.
Chuck got a question for you.
All right, where that? Where that? Put it up there for me. All right, let's see. Let these move questions. How far do you guys think we are from competing with the top of the NFC? That's actually
That's a good question.
good question. Let's see. Who's in the top of the NFC right now? You got the. We don't. Well, you can say Philly right now because they just recently were in a Super Bowl, so they are top of the NFC. But the problem is with them is they lost a lot of guys in the trenches and defense. So
That's
you
true.
know how that's gonna roll on. Packers, no. San Fran. We ain't that far. Actually, we actually can compete with them now. If you want me to be honest, I didn't say will.
Yeah.
They can if the cars fall in the right way during these matchups. High quality H2O with ginger. So the NFC is wide open right now. Like I said, the Falcons have a chance just like anybody else. Because essentially when you
make it to the NFC Championship.
There you go.
Some people saying we can make it to the Super Bowl.
We're gonna go that far, but the main thing you want to do is you want to take it a step at a time. Like I said, they definitely have a chance to win this division. They have a chance to make some noise. Like you said, looking at these free agency moves and looking at where they addressed it, they addressed a lot of serious needs as far as defense because, like you said, Falcons was. And I will still say this, despite all the stats that says how bad they are, they weren't as bad as the stats showed to be. It just showed that situational wise, they have a good little way to go. Like you said, they said there's 26 against the run, 31st on third down percentage, 31st in sacks. What up?
I'm gonna just be real. I think the Falcons can make it to the NFC Championship. I think they can make it to the NFC Championship because you look at just last year, just with an improved roster from 2021. The facts, the stats, and the truth is in their games that they played against tough teams. The Falcons were in again 10 games last year. That was decided within one score. Okay? One score was separated them from wins and losses last year over 10 plus games. So that right there tells you even with the roster, this roster has been upgraded with the style of the Falcons play. They run the ball, and if they get Desmond Ridder to just average, let's just say he averages 220 yards per game. That right there is enough. That's more than what Marcus Mariota was averaging even last year during the wins. He was averaging about 170 yards a game, right? And that's for the starter.
Yeah.
About 140 yards a game. So if Desmond Ridder gets about 220 a game with this roster and an improved defense, nobody can tell him that the Falcons can't make it a deep run at the playoffs because they've already pretty much was in every single game outside of the game. Cincinnati, they played Cincinnati. They were blown out in Cincinnati. So outside of that, like no team wasn't manhandling the Falcons like that. They was in every single game. So I know a lot of people probably up here saying, "Mike, you being a homer." No, the proof is in the facts. We do fact, stats, and the truth around here.
Right.
I can prove that.
Hey, you know what? We almost came back.
Will it happen? We can't account for injuries and stuff. Yeah, we almost came back with Cincinnati. There was a few plays that we didn't make in late. But like K-Style said, like K-Style said earlier, there's a lot of things that we can't account for. Will it happen? Like injuries and things of that nature, suspensions. Like I said, man, it's you can't say for certain what things are going to be. But if you look at this roster compared to last year, I truly believe in my heart, looking at this roster, if we play exactly how we played last year, just run the ball and stop and get timely stops like we did last year, yeah, we can make it to the NFC Championship. I truly believe that.
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna see something right quick. I need to see something right quick.
I done sparked insane in the membrane, insane in the brain.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, pretty much, like you said, all you really want them to do is don't fuck up, don't turn the ball over, get timely stops. That's really what's been the biggest difference between this Falcons team being 7-10 and 11-6. If we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
And that's why they're talking about when you're looking at stuff like the third down defense and the sacks and the pressures and stuff like that. And then you see the lack of balls thrown downfield, lack of deep plays. Like I said, you got the run game there. Like you said, the problem is the situation. Like it shows you how young this team was last year. How much youth guys we had and how many guys that we had coming through the cheap side of free agency is the situational downs or what they call the critical downs. Red Sword came with another $4.99. So y'all some good brothers. We don't have to agree on everything. That's why I'm always here. As my son them say, I fuck with y'all. Hey, that's cool. Hey, that's why. Hey, look, that's why you had the conversation. Look, that's why you had the conversation right there. But yeah, like you said, the youth of this team has shown, like situation wise, they still got a good ways to go. That's why they brought in a lot of veterans. You notice it's a lot of damn veterans they brought in here. Like you said, Calais Campbell, you bringing in. Jesse Bates, you bringing in. Body, you bringing in. Cade Nellis, you bringing in. Like you said, that's a lot of experience on that defense. Like you said, Eddie Goldman is back. Like you said, even with the possible inconsistencies of Jeff Okudah, he still has experience.
Eddie Goldman. Ain't gonna
Yep.
So
there you go.
So there you go. The best way to counteract those type of inefficiencies is get some veterans in there. They'll show them the way. And this is what I always said. The first quarter defense and third down defense, what was killing us last year, started slow and couldn't get off the field. Yep. That's it. That wasn't just defense. That was offense too.
Bro, what y'all think? That man couldn't throw a damn 10-yard pass to save his damn life.
I'm sitting here trying to find some stuff here. Okay, so let's see. Average 59.5 plays per game, which ranked the Falcons 27th in the league. So if the offense was 27th in the league in plays per game, Okay, so I need to look up third down offense. Okay, let's look down third down offense. Let's see. Third down conversion percentage. Atlanta was 9th in the league in third down conversion percentage offensively, which is very interesting at 42%. So I thought I just want to throw them numbers out there just to give you something to think about.
That's significant.
So we can do a few more questions. We ain't gonna take everybody's time tonight. Give about 5 more minutes in here. Let's see.
I know the Hawks game on right now.
Oh yeah, last we saw the Hawks was up by 20 right now after Jerry Butler declared that they was gonna win before the game started. Let's see.
Dumbass.
About whatever here said, I wouldn't feel bad about taking a right tackle in the draft at 8 because we actually addressed the problem with hopes to try and fix it. You don't need no right tackle. Hell, they addressed that with Mr. Caleb McGarry.
Right.
Like I said, Paris Johnson. Paris Johnson
out there too. Mayfield can get better. Mayfield is another guy that can get better also.
Okay. I know he's gonna want to get this one out right here. Come up consider from Reddit. What do y'all consider a successful season? I told you. My floor is 9-8. By any means necessary. Like you said, if he puts up the same amount of numbers as what Jalen Hurts put in Philadelphia, which he can, that's pretty much going to be how you want. Because if you look at Ryan Tannehill, we're going to use Ryan Tannehill for example, in his Arthur Smith offense when Tennessee was up here. I ain't going to stay up there because they was only up there for a couple years. He averaged 3,400 yards a season. So he wasn't necessarily there to run and gun that thing down the field. Like you said, you just want him to take care of the ball, manage the game, don't fuck up, take advantage of your opportunities. So, like you said, about 36. I'd say about 20 plus touchdowns. If he can be 13 interceptions or less, he'll be pretty good. Oh, Lord, Devon talking about I'm tripping off the visual Mariota nearly throwing an interception off his butt against Carolina. Yeah, you should have heard. You should have heard this chat when we watched that game, boy.
Oh my God!
I'm about to say that was the Crash Bandicoot throw was not it.
Here you go, Jesus. Take that.
Jesus, take the wheel. That motherfucker threw that ball up like he was throwing a damn frag grenade. Cover, like,
bro. Oh my God, yeah, I lost my mind when I saw that. I was like, we done. I'm done with this.
All right, D. Coleman says, since y'all mentioned safety as a possibility, besides Brian Branch, who's worth the first round pick at safety? Yeah, I can't really think of anybody.
At 8?
No. I think he just saying just first round in general.
Just first round?
I don't really see none.
I don't know about that.
Brian Branch is barely hanging on as far as a first round pick himself, so I can't really see. Like a lot of the guys are like round 2 and 3, like you said. The Jordan Battles, the JL Skinners, the dude that they were supposed to have been talking to, Sidney Brown out of Syracuse. That's another one of those. So he's projected 2nd, 3rd, 4th round anyway. But I don't really see too many safeties really going in the 1st round like that.
Damn it.
Jamie Robinson, I can't necessarily see him being in the 1st. If he goes in the 1st round, that would probably be late 1st round. I wouldn't even really see him in the middle. He probably might go 2nd. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh Lord. Everybody's starting to bring back Mariota memories. Hold on, I want to address this right quick. This dude literally, I'm just trying to make sure. I know this is old news, but I don't think I ever said this on live. Did he really say that he went to Philadelphia to go mentor a young quarterback?
Mm-hmm. He did.
Did he really say that?
Oh my God.
He did.
No kid. Oh my God.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
The bat of justice. As I look at you right now, somebody sit there. I just got a question to ask about that. What the hell can you teach a guy that just played in the Super Bowl who was 2nd in the NFL MVP vote? What the hell can you teach him? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm about to say what he gonna teach him how to throw frag grenades on the field or something. Where that? That definitely deserved the sit your goofy ass down, nigga. Nobody paying your ass no attention. Ooh, boy. I held that one in. But let's go ahead and start winding it down. Hey, Ed, what's the score check as far as the Hawks game right now?
Man, I think it's about down. They done dwindled it all the way down to single digits, bro.
Oh Lord, Jesus, take the wheel.
3rd quarter, it's not kryptonite. I'm telling you.
Hold on, I need to see something right quick. This is gonna tell me everything I need to do.
Trey,
you said what?
Everybody's scared to shoot. Nobody want to pull the trigger. And they rushing all their shots. Everybody rushing the shots. They getting good shots underneath, but they rushing it. So they rebounding pretty good, but everybody rushing.
So everybody trying to
play. I don't see anything wrong. They just gotta take their time and just be.
You said bring back the burn. Oh,
no, it just rushing their shots. They like these.
No, I'm talking about Terrell. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Marcus Mariota. That you see that burnt toast on see the crispy burnt. That's Marcus Mariota's game. And that's the Falcons scraping that shit off like, hey, we don't want none of that.
Complete bull crap.
Shoot 30% from
nothing
them.
wrong with the Hawks. They playing good ball. They got solid rotation. They get good. They just rushing their shots. So they playing good ball. They just got to slow down, take some good quality shots that they've been doing, but they got to stop rushing the shot. They just missing good shots. That's all.
Yeah. That's just one of those things where if you got a team that relies on the, like I said, I'm looking at that 3-point percentage. 8 from 27 from the field ain't gonna cut it, bro. They ain't gonna cut it. They was moving the ball early in the game from what I saw. They was moving. They was setting screens. They was kicking and dishing. What they do now?
They good. They playing.
How about look?
They playing. Well, they just rushing the shot. That's literally it. They're not doing anything different from what they were doing outside of rushing their shot. They just rushing their shot.
They nervous. They nervous.
Hunter got 4 fouls.
Yeah, but they gotta move. Like I said, they gotta slow it down. Boom, boom. But yeah, I think the shooting percentage, yeah. Hey, look. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let everybody get back into the game. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and close it out tonight. Go ahead and put a little music on for y'all. So I know everybody a little bit on the edge right now. So we appreciate everybody tuning in to the 6-man combo as we always do, man. Always a good conversation with the family. I consider everybody a family. That look like he about to go throw something through a TV right now, so that's why this right now. Like you said,
it's your fat. Oh my bad.
God damn it, Mike.
You see that bullshit?
Yes, I seen that bullshit.
What the hell, brother? You see what Jimmy Butler just did?
Oh,
Lord.
What?
Flopped to goddamn Afghanistan. What the hell, bro?
Yeah.
Exactly. I can't do. Bro, that dude really flopped. This dude flopped so bad. It was, and they called him foul on him. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. Hey.
Well, y'all about to say y'all about to have Mike get the game more on y'all ass to say so they gonna get us all kicked off this morning. But like you said, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and continue.
I'm sorry, man.
As well as, like you said, like we got the memberships coming up soon. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Like I said, y'all give me some suggestions. Like I said, I'll be a member of the AK Styles channel. Now let me know what y'all want in the membership. We try to get that thing cracked. So, until next time, people, we ain't here to play. We here to stay.
No.
You ain't gotta go home.
Oh yeah, nigga. You gotta go get the hell up out of here so we can go watch this Hawks game.
And guess what? We have a special guest too. And one of my homies. Let me go ahead and stop this video. One of my homies has a message for everybody that's still shitting on the Falcons offseason. So Jimmy, go ahead and kick it off on him. What do you have to say to him?
And if you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
Deuces.